Hello, my name is Phoebe Buffet, and I'm here with RHS News, and we're about to interview African American doctor Charles Drew. Hello, Dr. Drew. Can you please tell us how you revolutionized medicine?
Of course. In World War II, I created the first two blood banks, which saved thousands, if not millions, of lives.
Wow, that's amazing. Can you tell us a little bit more about blood banks and your work with blood?
Of course. So, originally, blood transfusions were sloppy and they caused a lot of disease and killed a lot of people. And so I thought that I should direct my research in medicine towards the betterment of blood transfusion and the whole process that it goes through. So I created the blood banks, which uses plasma to store instead of regular blood.
Okay, so just for our viewers, can you go into more detail about what blood plasma actually is?
Of course, blood plasma is essentially blood without cells.
Okay, what are the benefits of blood plasma, using blood plasma?
Well, using blood plasma is much more efficient. It lasts longer and it provides a healthier transfusion process.
Interesting. Okay, so being an African American, can you tell us a little bit about some of the difficulties you encountered?
Yes, I encountered several difficulties. Initially, the military only requested segregated blood, and through my research, I proved that African American blood and white blood was exactly the same, and so that helped break the racial barriers that stood in America during that time.
So how did you protest against this unfair segregation?
Well, first off, I resigned from being the director of the American Red Cross.
What else did you achieve through your career?
Well, I became the first African American examiner on the American Medical Board of Surgery, and of course my blood banks were a big step in the discoveries of medicine, in medicine, sorry.
Wow, it really looks like Charles Drew paved the way for many African Americans to come. It looks like he's a true obscure American hero.
The transfusion isn't working. She's dying.
My guts. My guts.
She's dead.
We have an example of a poor, unfortunate war veteran who died due to the unhygienic and inefficient process of blood transfusion back in the day. But thanks to Charles Drew, we now have patients who are living and well. It's Phoebe Buffet, and we're back with RHS News. Today, we're getting a first-hand account of a patient who survived due to Charles Drew's revolutionary way of processing and storing blood. Hello, ma'am. What is your name?
Well, my name is Rachel Green.
Can you tell me how you came to be in the hospital?
Oh, well, let me tell you all about it. I was in a car crash with some foolish high school idiot who was texting and driving. There was blood everywhere, just spewing out of me. Here, out of here.
That sounds like a terrible experience, but it looks like you're recovering well.
Well, yes, I sure lost a ton of blood, but I think I'll be just fine.
Well, it looks like you're holding a bag of plasma. Do you know where that came from?
Well, I have no idea.
Well, it actually comes from Charles Drew.
Charles who? Sounds pretty obscure to me.
Well, he was a man who revolutionized the storage and processing of blood plasma and created the first two blood banks. He's a true American hero.
Yippee! Well, I sure am happy to be alive today. Thank the heavens above.
You should be thanking me.
What? Who are you?
Charles Drew.
Charles Drew? Well, I've heard just so much about you. This nice young lady, Phoebe Buffet, came in and told me how you're the one who discovered the safe processing and storage of blood plasma.
That's true. I revolutionized many ways in which blood could be used on patients and saved thousands, if not millions, of lives.
You especially saved mine, and I never even heard of you before. You must be so obscure.
Well, I am African American, which restricted my ability to be acknowledged in the scientific community.
Well, you sure are fine, young African American. Do you happen to be single?
Well, I do have a wife and kids.
Well, pardon me.
That's all right.
We're back with RHS News. We're at Columbia University and we're about to interview a student of Dr. Drew's. Tell me your name.
My name is Monica Geller. I'm a young African American student at Columbia University.
Oh, nice. All right, so can you tell me what you admire about Dr. Drew and his work?
Well, he earned a Doctor of Medicine and Master of Surgery degrees, which is quite impressive. He also studied the problems with blood transfusions, and after receiving a fellowship at Columbia University, he discovered how helpful plasma really is and how it can be dried and reconstituted.
So, from your point of view, how do you think that Dr. Drew's work has affected America for the better?
Well, I'll sure tell you, during World War II, he sent lots of essential materials overseas to the war, which helped save many lives. And throughout his time, he's also collected about 14,500 pints of plasma.
Okay, nice. So, which one of Dr. Drew's achievements have really inspired you being a young African American student?
Well, he was the first African American to graduate from Columbia University, where I go to school, and which just really paved the way for many young African American students, such as myself. And he's also been the first African American on the American Board of Surgery, and it's just really just paved the way and really broken racial barriers.
All right, thank you for your time.
Yep, pleasure to meet you.